Well, I'm about to go in the junkyard. I'll tell you what I'm looking for, and if I see anything interesting, I figured y'all might want to take a look. So, one of the things that's been on my list after doing the transmission, the 4L80E transmission swap on the Suburban, is to get the heat shield that's supposed to go on the side of the transmission by the catalytic converter, and mine did not have it. I assume it's supposed to have it, and if I can find one, I'd like to put it on there. So we're at it's pick your part, and it's LKQ, pull your part place. It's not my favorite. There's one that's further from me that I like much better. It's just this one, I feel like this is the one I used to always go to, and I think they got bought out by LKQ, and when they did, they just started going up on prices, and then they nickel and dime you. So they automatically add on an extended warranty. You can decline it, but the first time I was here that they did it, I didn't catch it, and so I paid for this extended warranty. They just add it on and charge you for it unless you decline it, unless you tell them I don't want the extended warranty. And then they add on like environmental fees and core charges for weird things, like you'll get like a bracket and it'll have a core charge. Like, really? You want, like, I could understand if it was a starter or an alternator or something, but a bracket you want a core charge on? It's just, I don't know. To me, it's just trying to get more money, just trying, like, here's our prices, only $10 for this, but yet, so if you look at the part prices, it's like $10, but by the time you check out and they add on an environmental fee and a core charge and the extended warranty, if you don't decline it, your $10 part's $20. So it just kind of annoys me. But I did check a look at their inventory. They have 3 3/4 or 1 ton Chevy trucks, and that are like 2000 or newer. And the junkyard I like, which is further from me, only had one, and it was a 1995. So I figure we have better chances of getting what we're looking for here. And I did consider maybe trying to get transmission cooler lines. I know I can get them new pretty cheap. I was like, if I can get them used here and they're in good shape, cheap, I might just grab them while I'm here. And so I looked up online, and it looks like they're charging $8 a foot for metal lines, and I can buy them new probably for that much. I haven't measured to see how long they are, but that's pretty ridiculous on pricing to me. $8 a foot. No, we're not. We're not buying them for that. If I could get them for maybe $10 total, I'd probably buy them, because I think they're like $39 new. So, doesn't really make sense to, spend even $20 on them because there's a rubber section on them where it goes up into the radiator, it turns to rubber, and then the one that goes up to the cooler, there's a rubber section on that one too, and the rubber, they start leaking. My Suburban, I cut the ends of it off, did a little bubble flare, and clamped a piece of rubber cooler line, transmission cooler line on it, because mine had started leaking. So, and to me, that's an okay repair, and I wouldn't mind doing that to a used set if I could get them super cheap. I wouldn't mind, putting a piece of rubber there, because then if it starts leaking again, you can easily replace it. But we're not going to spend 30 plus maybe on used cooler lines. We will buy them new. So let me go inside. This is also the junkyard that's got the signs everywhere. It says no cameras. So if I can show y'all stuff, I will. If I see anything interesting, I always like to kind of take a look, see if there's anything interesting, out of the ordinary vehicles. But I'll show you the truck we end up pulling the heat shield off if we end up getting it. I have no idea. I couldn't find pricing on it. The other thing that irritated me here is they had a Lincoln, and it had it was like a 70 something, and it had a bunch of rocker arms in the trunk. They were all rusty, but they would have cleaned up. They were the Dove style rocker arms, and I was like, ooh, I should grab some of those to have as a spare. This was prior to me breaking the rocker arm, or not me breaking it, but the rocker arm breaking on the Lincoln. This was prior to that, and I just saw them sitting in the trunk. I was like, I should grab a couple. So I did. I grabbed 2 or 3 rocker arms just to have a spare, and they would not sell them to me. And you know, I get what they're probably trying to do is they're probably trying to keep engines together. You know, so you know, you don't have somebody coming in, taking valve cover off, unbolting rocker arms, and now they've got an engine that nobody wants because parts have been taken off of it. I'm sure that's why they're doing it, but like I said, these were in the trunk. They were super rusty. I could have treated them. They would have been fine for me to use. You know, I could have cleaned them up. They weren't past that, but they were obviously, if they were on an engine, like if the people are looking at this thinking, if they were on an engine and they're this rusty, then that engine is probably junk. But I'm sure they just tell them, hey, you can't sell rocker arms, and so they just go by that. It just kind of annoyed me because, I mean, at that point, those rocker arms are going to get scrapped. They can't sell them. I mean, they're going to live in that car until they get scrapped. So they're only going to get scrap value for them. They might as well have sold them to me. But anyway, let me go inside. Let me grab my tool bag out of the back. We'll go inside, and hopefully we'll find some cool vehicles to look at. Well, here's our truck. Let's see. And no transmission. It is gone. All right. Make sure there's not a heat shield in the back. All right, we got 2 more, I guess, we can look at. And number 2. Not looking good. Number 3. All right, let's see if we've got some vans here, maybe. Well, no transmission there. Oh, look what we got there, though. Well, that'll cover our entrance fee. Pittsburgh. Looking a little rough. Texas Lottery. Yeah, I don't see anything else in here. Man, look at all the sunflower seeds and peanut shells. All right, let's keep looking. And this is a half-ton van. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna have any luck. I think in most of those 3/4 tons were 5 days in the yard, so I haven't been here a long time. But the 4L80Es must go quick. I think that's a 6L80E. Tempted to grab the heat shield. I know it won't bolt right on, but might could re-drill some holes in it. I don't know. I'll think about it. We may have something here. I don't know what year this is. Let's see. Oh, yes, it's a 93. It should be a 4L80E, unless it's been swapped. I think 91 was first year 4L80E, or maybe 90. We may even take a look around in this thing. Check out that stereo too. Probably no good. Let's see if it's got our heat shield. It's a 4L80E, but no heat shield. What we could do is get that 6L80E heat shield and see if we can make it work, but I don't think so. I only see one bolt hole on the side. So, but let's take a look at this thing. I don't know what's in that jar, but it looks gross. Drawers are stuck. Oh man, this thing is gross. Why did I want to come in here? We're not opening that fridge. I don't know why somebody wanted that top. This thing is nasty. It stinks too. Should we open this? I don't know. There's poop everywhere. Oh, is that a... Okay, stuffed animal. Gross. All right, let's get out of here. This is nasty. I like looking in these old conversion vans. This one's a half ton, so it's probably a 4L60E or a 700R4. Yeah. Pretty gross. What is that? Centric Digital Electronic Compass. We will look under it, but I'm sure it's probably a 700R4. Looking for a TV cable. Not seeing one though. This one would have to be newer than 93, or it'd have to be a 93, or newer, 92. So it could be a 93. Yeah, 700R4. All right. With the saw blades. Let's see if the back will open. Nope. Well, I made the decision not to get that heat shield. I figure if I'm gonna modify one, I could make one. So I guess we struck out. I may check the inventory. They have 2 other locations, so I might check their inventory. Should be able to get in free with my wristband at their other locations. So if they've got one that's been in the yard less than 5 days, because these were all 5 days and they're gone. So we need to find one that's more recently in the yard. And I think we're definitely going to have a 2000 or newer. Like I said, we may look and it may not just not have one. Maybe they didn't have one, but I kind of think they did. All right, I'm tired of carrying this tool bag around. Let's go back to the Suburban and regroup on what we do next. Somebody's house plans. I mean a 460. Got transmissions on my mind. Probably a good C6. All right, so I was looking at their two other locations. The one that's a little bit closer has more 2500s, but they've been in the yard longer. So I'm gonna guess they're probably gone. The one that's a little bit further, it's about 2 miles different, 12 versus 14 miles. They have less, but they've been in the yard less time, and they're mostly vans. I think we're gonna go to the one that's a little further away just because they've been in the yard less time. Maybe that helps guarantee we will find a transmission still in it. I don't know. That one's also a little closer to the junkyard I like, which is, like I said, I didn't really see any, but all I searched for on that one was Silverado. So when I searched that junkyard, I just searched Silverado and picked all the 2500, 3500, because they asked, you select from a drop down there. I don't think they would have it, but that puts us in that vicinity if we wanted to swing by there. So I think we're going to go that route. I think that's the better option, just because they've been in the yard less time. Well, one down. And two down. I'm going to say that there's no transmission on this one with it leaning like that. Nope. Alright. This may be a bust. Let's see what we got here. Well, the tunnel covers in still on. That's good. Oh. And it's got the guard on it. The heat shield. Alright, here we go. It's a pretty nice pan too. They didn't punch a hole in it like they do on some of them. Actually pulled the drain plug, but I think we're okay with ours for now. It's not leaking, it just looks ugly. All right. Is that 13 or a 14? Let's see. Let's try a 14. I think it's gonna be a 13, but yeah, 13. Can't tell what this one is. I don't see it. I don't see a... Oh, it's up top. Well, that's why we only saw one full hole. It mounts on the side and the top. And this is the shield. This is what I was thinking it looked like too. What I've seen in pictures when I was looking around at transmissions. So this is a express van, if you're curious. This one's got a new converter on it. So they put a piece of pipe in here. And I'm gonna need a deep socket for this, I think. Or it's a different size. Nope. Got it. I got a couple ratchets in my bag. This is the first one I grabbed. It's a pretty crappy one. You know, we may look around here at some of the Suburbans. I kind of need I got 2 seat cushions that are ripped. They're starting to rip. And we may take a look and see. I doubt there's any good ones here, but maybe worth at least looking. Why do you think what happened to the back of the pan right there? Shaved off. Forks. And they were lifting it, and they stab it, and that would be my guess, maybe. All right. Keep our 2 bolts because we will need those. Let me pull that down, and then, like I said, we'll take a look at some Suburbans. And grab floor mats. Grab them out of a car and lay them down when you got to work underneath. Might as well. We're gonna go up underneath again and just make sure there's not one on the other side. Don't tell me. See anything? I don't think so. I'll have to review that and see. I think I want this too. I'm gonna pop that little line clip off. I like that. We'll pop that on our lines before the rubber lines. Help hold those. You know, if you're doing the 4L80E swap, it might be worth checking out the slip yoke for one of these. I don't know what U-joint it uses, but it does have the aluminum drive shaft. Might be worth checking out. That's pretty clean C10, but it's got quite a bit of rust. Wonder what those seats are. Oh, look at the door panels. Someone had some custom panels on it. I bet you they had this console in it. Yeah. Oh. Boom boom. Alright, let's look around. Got my tool bag on a ratchet strap around my shoulder. Kind of digging in, but I'm getting tired of carrying it. It's pretty heavy. Well, we got full comfort now. I found a seat cushion. All right, let's continue our trek. This makes this much more enjoyable. Like I said, this bag's heavy. I should weigh it. It's over 50 pounds, I know. There's a lot of tools in it. Way too many for what we need to do today. 1500 HD. We got a transmission pan right there. Oh, they punched a hole. See? So I was telling you. On that one, it was abnormal that they actually took the plug out. They normally punch a hole in them. I guess it depends on who's doing it, but they ruined that pan. I would have probably bought that depending on the price. I'd have to look up and see what they charge for them, but you know, if that would have been a good pan, I probably would have bought it. Oh well. I'm not really seeing any, there's not many Suburbans here, and so I've checked out a couple. I don't know how many more there are. I'll keep an eye out on the way out, but there's a van over here I'm going to check out. I kind of like to look in the vans. That's typically where you find, if you're going to find tools or something, vans are you know, your little cargo vans, express vans, whatever. That's typically where you'll find goodies. Here, look, trailer plug. We'll grab that. I wonder if this one still got the transmission in it. I don't feel like getting up under it. Y'all tell me. Yeah. If it's got the heat shield. Can't tell. So no heat shield on that one. So we may have gotten the only one here in the yard. Yeah, see, stuff like that. But that's 5 cents here. All right, let me, I'll bring y'all back if I see anything on the way out, but we're gonna head out. Nothing in that van. This one's pretty rough. What happened? Let's go look at the other side. This one's got a straight 6 in it. Oh. Holy cow. What do y'all think happened? Did it roll over into a telephone pole? Wow. Can't open the door. Oh shoot, it's got an MSD box. I guess we need it. Huh. Probably more expensive than it's worth. I don't really have anything I'd want to put it on. A tack adapter? That's some good stuff though. No telling if it's good. I guess it was on here and not something somebody just tossed in here. Yeah, it's wired up. Yeah. Well, that means they put a tack in it. It's got the tack box. Can we even get in this thing? Yeah, somebody's putting the tack out. Yeah. Oh, wait. Tack's in the seat. Put my tools down. That's a pretty cool tack. We don't need it, but it looks like a boat tack. Yeah, pretty sure it's a boat tack. Huh. Well, that's interesting. All the horsepower this thing was making. Probably taking it to the track, you know, whipping up on some turbo trucks. Maybe that's where the wreck happened. Totaled it at the drag strip, did a wheelie off the line and lost control. Got the red plug wires too. Competition. That's how you know he was racing. That's one of the odder finds here. Oh, and look, is it copper pipe? Pretty sure, kind of looks like it. No, I was about to say, does someone make their own dipstick too? But I think that's just rust. Huh. Got ATI. Pretty cool. Well, we don't need the MSD box, and it's been exposed to rain. It's probably no good. And by the time I got around to testing it, even if we got the warranty on it, you know, it's not worth my drive way back over here. And yeah, so we don't need it. This is a pretty good find here. Again, I'm telling you, fans are where it's at. We got a 6 lug. This is a 2500, but it's a, you know, I guess a lighter duty. But anyway, it's a 6 lug, 14 bolt. This is a good find if you were wanting to do it into a GMT 800 chassis. It's probably like a 98 express van, 2500, and of course you'd have to probably redo suspension mounts, you know, spring mounts, and who knows if it's the right width, but pretty good find, you know, for junkyard. 6 lug are not the easiest to find. This in theory should be another 4L80E. Transmission's gone though. Yeah, what year is this? I bet it's a 98. 2000? It's 2000. Surprising. 350. We'll see if we can open the back and take a look, see if we see anything, but not really seeing anything here. Oh, hi cutie, you rock. Huh. Must be one that somebody hid somewhere and you find it. I can't. There we go. I don't think there's anything in here. No, there's nothing here. Well, I gotta fix my bag. I'll put it back on. My strap's not on the bag, right? Or on the pad. All right, I'll bring y'all back if I find anything else, but we're headed out. I don't really foresee we see anything, but you know, I'll bring you back if we do. It almost, mine is ripped along this seam. Almost had a decent seat bottom. It's the right color too. I've got a rip starting up here too, but I think this one's smoked. Yeah, no good. All right. What do we got here? That one's no good. Check the front one, I guess. No, no good. They're typically not any good. This van's got the custom hood scoop in patch job. Professional. I even did some body work on it. This one's probably used as a work van. Oh man. I might dig around just a little bit. There could be some tools buried back here. Probably not. We'll open the back, take a quick look, see if there's anything. Yeah, it looks like just parts. I don't see any tools. Yeah, nothing good here. All right, it's in place. $14 was with tax. They tried to tack on the extended warranty or a warranty for $3. I told them to take it off. Like, who needs a warranty on something like that? So, yeah, not bad. So, kind of a fun trip. I like going to the junkyard. And we got something we needed. So it was a successful trip. And it should help keep some of the heat from this converter from heating up the transmission. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know the oddest thing you've seen at the junkyard. Hit the like button and subscribe for more.